Good morning. Finally back on the trail after, I suppose, the Christmas break and pretty much all of January, because January was just ridiculously hot here in Australia. I know I'm not one for the heat, so I didn't really get out at all in January, so it's just gone February now. I've just left from Falcon Bridge and am on the Victory Track. So I've sort of hiked in this area quite a bit. It's nice, although it's very wet today. It was like ridiculously hot yesterday or previous week, but then we had a big cold southerly come through and it brought all this wet weather, so it's quite damp today and ridiculously humid. So wearing the rain gear, I'm not really keeping dry because I'm sweating. So I'm not sure what the trick is with rain gear when it's humid. Do you just like deal with the rain and get wet, or do you keep the rain off and just soak in the sweat? So one of the other reasons I'm keen now, I've got my whole pack here and I'm only doing a simple overnighter tonight, but I've got all my gear because in March I'm going to be doing the Heavy Track in New Zealand. So I just wanted to get a feel for my pack and the weight, and just probably realise I've probably packed too much, but I think my base weight's about 14 kilos, which is probably not too bad. Certainly nowhere near ultralight, but yeah, got some comforts, which is good. Yeah, so as I was saying, in March I'm heading out to New Zealand. I was actually there over the Christmas break, just touring around. It's such a nice place, and it's just so beautiful. And then I sort of saw some brochures for hiking. Yeah, and there's some amazing tracks over there. So this will be it's a 4-day hike, and it's just at the very top end of the South Island. So it's got quite a bit of mixed terrain. It's got mountains and sort of forests, and it's also got along the beach at the end. That should be good. I'm really looking forward to that. So I've been trying to get fit and do a bit of walking every day. Something else that's new since my last video is when I was in New Zealand, I bought a new camera. I've got a GoPro Hero 7 Black now, because my old Hero 4, when I was doing the Bubera pool walk, I managed to chip the lens because I had it outside of its case to fit in the gimbal that I had, and I managed to chip the lens, so I always had this blurry spot in the top corner, so it was a bit annoying. Yeah, so I've splashed out and got a new Hero 7. I'm also still using the lapel microphone, and I'm using a voice recorder this time rather than my phone. So I've just kind of got this little Sony recorder. I just kind of keep that in my bum bag. But I think the audio quality of the Hero 7 is certainly a lot better than the old Hero 4. So whether or not the lapel mic is necessary, I don't know. But I suppose with a bit more experimentation, I'll see how that goes. The stuff I've done so far with the Hero 7, I've been quite impressed with the stabilisation. It's not exactly gimbal-like, but it's certainly a lot more convenient than lugging a gimbal around and just using this. I almost got the DJI Pocket, which is the new camera that's just come out from them, but it basically hadn't been released by the time I flew out to New Zealand, so I couldn't get it duty free, so I just got the Hero 7, and I think probably a bit happier with that. One of my mates has got the DJI Pocket and he says it's good, but he says it's a little bit fragile, I suppose. So if you're hiking and stuff, it's probably not great. Yeah, the GoPro is a little bit more indestructible, unless it's a 4 and you leave it out of its case. So just as a comparison, I'll edit this later and I'll put, this is me talking on the lapel microphone, and then I'll switch it over to the GoPro, and then I can compare how the audio sounds between the GoPro and the lapel microphone on the Sony voice recorder. I think you definitely get different sounds, but yeah, be good to see the comparison. Man, it is so wet today, just constant drizzle and really humid. Yeah, so I made it down to Glenbrook. Well, I've been following the creek really, but I've just come down to this place where I've camped before, which has got this nice little swimming hole. Yeah, beautiful little water hole. It's really misty up there on the mountains. So I was either going to camp here tonight, or I was going to head up to just up the top there, where those cliffs are, is what they call the Lost World Lookout. I'll change of plan. Just as I started to head up to Lost World Lookout, where I was going to camp tonight, the rain started in again. So it's coming down quite heavy. So I've put up a quick tarp just to get out of the rain, because I don't want to get completely, well, I am completely soaked, but I don't want to get any more soaked. And I'll wait and see what the weather's doing, and I might head back up there, or if it's too wet I might just stay here by the creek, because it's quite a nice spot. Good morning. Well, it looks like it's a bit drier today. The rain's all gone. It's going to be hot though today, so it's going to be another hot day walking. But yeah, slept really well. Hammocks are so comfortable. It's also nice being out of the off the ground with all the spiders and bugs that I saw crawling around last night. So it's yeah, nice to be up off the ground. But also my hammock's got a mozzie net, so you can see all the mozzies just sort of buzzing around, trying to get me. Although the other day I was just testing my hammock at home, and one mozzie managed to sneak in when I had it open, and I got bitten so many times. It's horrible. Yeah, so always check to make sure there's no mozzies sneaking in before you go to sleep. Very clear, beautiful blue sky day today. All the rain is gone. There's a fair bit of muck in the water from all the rain last night. It was yeah, pretty consistent rain all night, so I was glad I had my shelter and was up off the ground. Late in the evening I heard a massive crack and like a landslide. There was a yeah, it must have been part of the cliff falling away, and you could hear it come rumbling down through the trees. It was, yeah, pretty amazing. Okay, all packed up. It is so humid this morning. I'm just packing up. I've worked up a real sweat, so it's going to be a hot walk out. So yeah, let's get moving. Whew, you can hear the cicadas singing already. So it's a bright sunny day, no rain, but my pants are pretty much soaked through just from all the water off the foliage. They really hold the water, and then when you brush past it, wham! What's up, little bugger? One, go over to two. I don't like leeches. Always the last 100 metres or so the hardest. It's always stairs, it's always uphill. Well, just about back at the car now. So that's been a good little hike. I've learned a few lessons for my hike to New Zealand, so that'll be good. More Ziploc bags, I think, because if it rains heavy, if it's not in a Ziploc bag, it'll get wet. Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the trip. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.